Today we are going to make a waffle recipe, an easy waffle recipe. And we're going to show you how to change it up from a fruity to a savory recipe. So join me. Here we go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a bowl, and the bowl that I like to use is something that has a spout so that we can actually pour it into the waffle machine. As you can see, I have my waffle machine here, and the first thing I've done is, before I even put the recipe together, is turn on my waffle machine so they can start getting hot. I also have here with me one of my scales that I use for weighing ingredients. And I have flour, I have baking powder, I have salt, I have vanilla extract, I have eggs, 2 eggs, I have butter and oil mixed together. I put a half a cup, half and half. I have some homemade almond milk that I made this morning that I'm going to use for this recipe. And I have some granulated sugar. So let's get started. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take some flour, and what I like to do is I actually like to sift my flour before I add it to the recipe. The recipe calls for either 2 1/4 cup or 270 grams of flour. So let's go. We're going to add our sugar. It's granulated sugar that we're using for this recipe, and it's 50 grams or it's 1/4 cup, 50 grams of sugar. All right, and then we're going to use a tablespoon of baking powder. I like this kind because it does not have the aluminum that the other ones have. All right, and then we're going to do 3/4 cup or a teaspoon of salt. And all right, and now you're going to mix up your dry ingredients. We're going to mix up our wet ingredients. Let's move our dry ingredients to the side, and we have our wet ingredients. So as I mentioned, we're going to use our almond milk that we made this morning. You can use any type, like you use a pumpkin seed that we made the other day. You can use pecan, you can use whole milk, whatever you want. So we want 2 cups. And then the next thing we want to do is we want to add our butter and oil. You can use all butter if you want. You can use all oil if you want. But what I did is I did a half and half. All right, and we can use the same whisk. Let's go ahead and whisk that together. Now what we want to do is we want to add our vanilla extract, and that's going to be 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And then now we're going to add our eggs. Now we're going to go ahead and mix this up. Add our wet ingredients to our dry ingredients. Combine it really well. So at this point, you can make your waffles just like this. Like, you don't need to change anything. These are perfect. Just put them in, pop them in your waffle machine, and it's all good. But I'm going to do something fun. I'm going to actually, I'm going to make a savory waffle today. And I want to show you guys some options. If you don't want to do savory, you can do fruit, right? So what I did is I had some frozen strawberries. I chopped them up. Banana. I had some dates. You could do apple. You could do peaches. Whatever you want. So you can just make it fruitier. But I'm going to make a savory one today. And what I did is I had some rotisserie chicken left in the refrigerator from last night. I just chopped it up. I'm going to go ahead and add that to my waffle mix. I'm going to add some cheese. I had some Swiss and some Parmesan cheese that I'm going to add. And I'm going to add tomatoes. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add it to our waffle machine.